Alright, so this is the first time I've ever made one of these videos, but I thought I would try it out and see how I could make it work. This is a competitive legacy league, and I've got a Cheerios deck that I'm playing in it. And I had some super bad luck with the first match, hoping it plays better with the second. So anyway, I'm going to start into it and see how it does, and then talk about after the match, you know, what worked well and what didn't, and hopefully get some discussion started about the legacy deck. So anyway, hopefully we can get a league matched up pretty quick. There we go. Okay, so we got a land grant, lotus petal. I'm not a huge fan of starting with beck and call, but I will. We don't want to. This deck mulligans terribly, so we'll see how it happens here. Ugh. So that's not a good sign. I wonder if he's got force. So we're going to throw out a Savannah. And we'll go ahead and throw a Lotus Petal. That way he doesn't get it with a duress or anything if he's got black. And I'm going to pass. I don't want to go with this yet, so I'm going to pass turn and try it next turn. And see how that goes after we use the Ring Grant. And get another draw, of course. If he doesn't counter. Sure. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. Okay, so we're going to find out if he plays blue here, or has force of will or counters or anything. So there's a few different things I can do here since I'll have 3 mana sources. If I use 2 mana sources to play the deck, I can Noxious Rattle back up on top of the deck. Play one of the kobolds, draw it, Elvish Spirit God, and then I think that's the best play here. So let's try it out. Oops. Okay. And oh no, I was right. Alright, so that's not too bad. Now we can use a Noxious Rattle, put it back up on top of the deck after their next turn. This is going to be hard because I've got in the sideboard, I've got the stuff to play against a control deck, but it's not easy. So he's tapped out. Maybe he's got another Force of Will. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use the Noctis Revival now. Alright. Draw the Noctis Revival. We're going to try to do the same thing, only it's without the other Noctis Revival. It's not going to be as easy. So we're going to be hoping for a good draw here, hopefully into a Glimpse of Nature. See if he's forcing a little bit again. Ah, good. Okay. See how it goes. Ew. Yeah, that's gross. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get out as many as we can here. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Oh, really? Come on, give me a glimpse of nature here. Oh, I'm certainly getting the Cheerios. But ooh, Storm count at 17, and now Storm counts at 18. Let's see if he's got the Force of Will here. He does. Oh, thank God. Okay. So that was a tough one. We're going to bring in Xanthid Swarm because it if I attack with it on my turn and keep him from playing anything, I think what we're going to do is take out Wild Cantor. Definitely bring in Noctis Revival because as those things get countered, we won't be able to bring them back in. And all of these. So the idea is we want to be able to counter whatever he does when we're actually ready to completely go off, or the thought process is we want to counter Flusterstorm or I can't think of the name of the other one, the one that exiles all the spells. So I want to try it with 4. I'm going to try it with 3, and leave it, since we have the Xanthid Swarm in there. So we still need to get rid of 4 cards. We can get rid of a Beck and Call. And really, we can get rid of the personal tutors because they're going to take up space while trying to storm down. And we'll get rid of 1 more Wild Cantor. So we'll see how this goes. This is an okay setup for playing against blue It's a longer game, so we could bring in the Taiga. I think I'll keep it this way. See how it goes. This is good. This is good. We have to assume that he's going to mulligan until he gets Force of Will, but we're gonna find out here. He must have started with it. Yeah, I mean he's probably looking for a Force of Will here. We got to try it. I mean, this is too many kobolds to not try it. So. There wasn't much response there, so... Oh, good. Can we do this first turn? That would make my day. Now, when we storm out here, we want to make sure we've got a Pact of Negation. Yeah, we got a Scapegoat. Yeah, we definitely got this locked down for first turn. Okay, so now when we get the Lotus Petal out there, we want to use we want to use this to put Glimpse of Nature back on top of the library. Alright, add white and cast Scapegoat. And we want to pull all these back into our hand. And sacrifice one. There we go. Alright, and now we want to go ahead. Let's do it this way. Exile the Spirit God. Cast him. Okay. Now we got 2 draws per play. I wonder if what he's holding on to. I'm holding out for a Pact of Negation here. It would be great if he was holding on to Flusterstorm. Alright, we're at 23. We've got Pact of Negation here. It would almost be worth it to have 2 Pact of Negations, just to make sure. You might as well. I mean, we're going off first turn. That didn't get us one. Of course, there we go, there's one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, exile Spirit God, add red to our mana pool, and where did Great Shock go? There it is. Okay, now if he responds here, which would be great to use Pact of Negation, okay. Oh, he's going to let me do all this? Okay. So that worked pretty well. In the case of having the, just in case he had the Force of Will or Flusterstorm, well, I mean, he couldn't even cast it, so Force of Will, really. That's why you want to keep storming until you get at least one, but two, if you can help it, Pact of Negation to retaliate against that. Should they try to counter it or exile your spells if they had more mana on tap. But that's the way it works. I mean, it's, tell me that wasn't a competitive go. I mean, the went on turn 1, game 2, and on game 1, all signs pointed us that we shouldn't have won game 1. But it still played out in the end. So let me go to the deck. So I just used 2 lands here, Savannah and Tropic Island. Savannah is one I prefer because Scapegoat is really your what saves you if your storm starts to peter out. 32 creatures. Oh wait a minute. 28 creatures. Lotus Petals over there for some reason. So 28 creatures, and your mana sources are the Lotus Petals, the 2 lands, 4 land grant, 4 Elder Spirit Guide. The Cantors kind of play into your mana base depending on what you need them for. Grape Shot and Goblin Bushwhacker are, of course, the kill conditions. Noxious Revival is amazingly handy when playing this deck. And then Beckon Calls are there just to make sure that you can get some form of glimpse in the opening hand. I bring in Taigas if it's going to be a longer game, and last night playing humans, it was definitely longer games because they had these weird spells that would keep you from casting 1 mana cost spells, things like that. So if you're playing one of those longer games, you want to bring in Taiga and Xantid Swarm. If you're playing somebody using Chalice, you bring in Multani's Presence. But if you're playing somebody that's not going to interact with you much, I bring Noxious Revival in just to make the storm a little bit more efficient. And the other 3 Grape Shots are for if you're playing Burn, who's going to play Eidolon the Great Revel, which is really going to shut you down. Or if you're playing humans, because like I said, they got some weird stuff. So that's why I would bring the other Grape Shots in. But that's the deck. Let me know what you think. Either on the Facebook group, the Cheerios discussion, the Legacy Cheerios discussion Facebook group, or on the YouTube video. But this is my, absolute favorite deck, and everybody says it's not competitive, but I beg to differ, at least anyway. Set up this way, it worked pretty good.